Hi folks, welcome to the Sabres Reloaded. If you're new here, this is a video on the channel that discusses topics within the organization. I'll come up with a topic and let it for you guys to debate. The topic I came up with, guys, is I call this topic another Stanley Cup piece. Because we got to remember that we're building this team to win the Stanley Cup, not just to make the playoffs. A lot of people seem to lose track of that. This team that we're building, okay, once we get in, the playoffs are going to be a foregone conclusion year after year. Once they're mature and they get older and they, I don't just want to get in and then just for the sake of getting in and selling off some young pieces and everything. I think I would be open to selling in the off season if it's going to help us next year, right? And we're going to get a guy back around 25, 26 that really, really would fit in nice with this team. There's a lot of names out there I can throw at you because we have the potential. Like Keller from Arizona comes to mind. We know there was controversy of him going back there last year, remember? And he did the right thing and went and he's playing. But that's just one name, I'm giving you guys. This is why when I was saying I don't want to get anybody like a Patrick Kane on this team, I meant it. I don't want a guy that's 35, 36. That doesn't work. It doesn't. And to go and get these older guys and give away young guys to get them for 2 years is a bandage job. I don't want to do bandage jobs. We've done that for a decade. No. If we're going to get something back, guys, we're going to get back fair market value for what we give. Meaning their age also, okay? I always look at Arizona as potential trade partners because they got some pieces, nice pieces over there. And, Lawson Krause is another one that many of us in Buffalo have had our eyes on. He'd be the perfect power forward. 6'4", 220. This would be the perfect power forward to bring over. But he's having a very good year, and his contract is, it's a good contract. The guy's making $4.3 million a year, and he's a 20-goal guy that's big. So that's kind of where I'm at, guys, and we need to get some grit on this team. We need to get some grit. We've got another Stanley Cup piece lined up now for the future, but we've got to get some tough in this lineup. We desperately need some tough. The running of our goalie is proof of that. We're Sabres fans. Come on, guys. You've seen Lucic and Miller, what it did to us as an organization. We've been a mess since. We've been a mess since that moment. Sabres really never recovered from that because I seen Rip mark in one of the comments about the Gostad fight, right? It was a joke. You're right, it was. It was so stupid. I mean, it should have been addressed on the ice. But I don't care who. And I don't care if the guy can beat up Lucic or not. Your stick can. You go right in his face with your stick. And you send a message to them. Because I'll tell you what, no matter how big and tough the guy is, you cross-check him in the face, full blast, you're sending a message to that team, don't you ever do that. And I don't care, suspend me. Just suspend me now. I'll put up my feet and watch TV the next few weeks. I don't care. Because I'll tell you what, it would have probably not been too bad of a suspension if one of the Sabres had done that to Lucic, because he was pretty hated in the league even then. And, wasn't that a desperate thing the Bruins did, eh? Getting Lucic back, imagine. They go and get this guy back this year, And of course it ends the way it ends, this guy being a loser, right to the end. So there's a lot of things I don't like about Lucic, but guys, we've got to get some rule of thumb of mean on this team. And we need that soon. Because pretty soon these guys become 26-year-olds. And now you have a Stanley Cup team on your hands. They're not 23 no more. They're 26 now. They're not 18, 19, 20-year-old kids anymore. They're 24 and 25-year-olds now also. And you've got to be ready. And you've got to be ready with a team that's physical and a team that's not scared to lay the body. I've seen people writing in the notes about how hitting's not important. Please, you're in the wrong sport. You know, this is a game where you have to be physical to win championships. And you have to have a mean and aggressive thing about you that intimidates other teams. If you can't intimidate your opponent, how do you expect to beat them? This is a very tight league when it comes to talent and structure and goaltending, especially in this league. This league has a plethora of talent all over it. You have to have the kind of team that when you play them, you hate playing them. You just hate playing them. What do you think Tortorella is doing in Philly, folks? What do you think he's doing in Philly? Really? You think that that's a soft team over there? No. Are they as talented as this Sabres team? Not even close. But look where they are in the standings. The Flyers have overachieved strictly because of aggression and commitment to playing a 60-minute game of all brands of hockey, night in, night out. Not just the run and gun. So we skated over the Red Wings. Doesn't mean we'll do that to the Islanders. It doesn't mean that at all. The Islanders, as we know, are a physical team. They're going to come at us physically in this game tomorrow. And if we're not prepared physically, Granato needs to go. I'll say it again and again and again. I'm sick of his song and dance, of dancing around the fact we're not aggressive enough. Like, how could the Sabres let that slide with UPL? That worries me, guys. That's a dead sign giveaway. Something's still very wrong physically with this team. You can't have a wuss team and be successful. It's never going to happen in this league. Show me one. Toronto. But how do Toronto succeed come playoff time, guys? You know? And they're hitting a lot more this year. They're a lot more physical team this year. So Toronto are going to be a little more prepared come playoff time. Just that the truth is their goaltending and their blue line sucks. And they're not going to go far probably because of that, is my guess. I mean, they could go deep. They have the talent to, but everything would have to go right. And nothing goes right for them. Come playoff time, nothing goes right. Any Leafs fan will tell you, you know. This team's got, what I seen yesterday was a Stanley Cup preview on the ice. I seen a Stanley Cup preview. Like the Red Wings fans, when they got a grasp and say, well, we outscored them 2-1 the second half of this game. I mean, if that's really the way they're thinking, good. Keep Kane. You know, the Red Wings with Kane are 2 games under 500. I was researching that today. I think they're 25, 27, and 2 with Kane in the lineup, and he's a -5 or something. Terrible signing defensively. The guy can't play defense for his life. It was a good thing we got rid of him because we're transferring our team from offensive to offensive and defensive this year, if you guys have noticed. Yeah, we took a kick in the nuts when it come to like goal scoring this year, but it's starting to come together. The plan is starting to come together. You can feel it coming together, that all aspects of the game seem to be going now. We're scoring more. We're hitting more this year. We got better goaltending this year. Defensively, we're a lot more sound. There's a lot of good things going on, and that is all the signs of a young team maturing, guys. That's what that is. So getting another Stanley Cup piece, because I don't think Middlestat, we let him go too damn easy. There was something going on. They had to get something for him, I guess, and they decided to, and we made a good trade there, guys. We did. We made a good trade because we really shored up our blue line. This is something we all know we needed. And let's face it, as much as people say, well, we need a right shot defenseman. No, would you stop with that silliness? Honestly, no. This guy's he's a right-sided defenseman. So what if he doesn't matter if he shoots left. He plays the right side. I don't get it. You got a Hall of Famers that shot left and played the right side. Go do your homework. This rumor started somewhere. You know, it's like the rumor, what's better, Kraft dinner or sliced bread? It's the same rumor. You know, about playing the right side, you have to shoot right. No, you don't. No, not if you got talent. No. So right now, look at Dahlin's game turned around when he even played right. There's a lot of things we can look at, guys, here. We can look at every angle you want. The fact is we got another stud defenseman. I don't care if he shoots left or right. He's a stud. The guy's good. He knows how to move the puck. He has good instincts. He's not scared to block. He goes right to the net when there's a play happening. He senses it ahead of time. He reads the play ahead of time. There's things I like about this guy so far. So there's a lot of good things going on. Yes, right now, when you look at this team, this is another Stanley Cup piece, guys. That's something I just wanted to bring up tonight. I'm convinced this is a Stanley Cup piece that we got in a trade. We've got to nurture this thing. We can't get carried away right now. Adams is making the proper moves. In the offseason, I'm going to be excited in July. I want to see what we do in July, guys. I want to see what we acquire. Let's say we make a move, we make a trade, or even at the draft. We might move some of our pieces at the draft. You just might. Anything can happen. It depends if the right player's out there. They've got their eyes set on some players. And when it comes to big piece players, they've done well in those trades. You know, the Eichel trade, we got good return for it. We did. The Sam Reinhart trade, good return for it. You know, we have our goaltending's lined up now because of that. And that's another thing I want to talk about in the next video. See you in that one, guys.